We're ready for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Today we have a fun preseason matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. Set for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Return starts at the 3. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Getting the start in this one, the former first-rounder out of Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
After winning the national title at Clemson and early success at Houston, there's no question that Deshaun's career has been slowed by some injuries and other challenges. But when he is on the field, at every level he's ever played, he's just got a calm. And that calm comes with the trusted talent that he has in himself. He knows how to run, he knows how to throw. When he's available, he's still a different beast.
Call it 70 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Another one for Jenkins. Down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
They've got first down here from the 36. Tight end going in motion here. To throw, here's Watson. He just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Your second and 10 now from the 36. Watson now. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Jenkins. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so I'll give him 1 on that short completion.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. And Cade, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. And he takes him down at the 30. Montez Sweat. 4th down and 16.
Okay, you've heard me talk about these third downs for years now as the money down. It's usually looking at it offensively. That's how you make your money defensively. Knock them backwards on the critical down and distance.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. Bringing him out, the 3rd-year pro with one of the highest ceilings in this league. It is Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate Wright just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams on the play action. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. He's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. The deep pass comes up big. 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, here's Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Williams. That's got it, left side. The manager got 9 before a stop is made. That's going to be good for a Bears first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Williams will look to throw. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. And that sets up an extremely difficult 3rd now and 17.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. Williams set to pass. And this one's going to wind up incomplete. He had him over the middle for a second, but he was muscled off that catch. That brings about 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
55-yard attempt.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
As the Browns get back out there, you can see Bears defensive coordinator Dennis Allen. In his 2nd year as the DC in Chicago, coming off that decade with the Saints as their coordinator and then later their head coach. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though made at the 46, 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. It's Judkins on the counter. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
So through 1 this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got a first to begin the fray. Sticking with Judkins here. And that's good for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Austin Booker. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Watson holds on to it. And he is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets a foot and less than a yard now.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll go, Judkins. And he won't fight through, needed 1 yard forward, send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Going run again with Swift. He's tackled after a gain of about 13, and that's going to earn Chicago the first down. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Off the play fake, Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Running with Swift out of the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Third down, Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively. Now here's Williams. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Brock. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, it just couldn't quite hang on.
Santos' kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Escapes a defender. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Drive starts with Judkins. He's brought down. Play goes for, it looks like, about 11 yards. And that's going to be a Browns first down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Another give to Judkins. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And it gives the Browns a first down. Now, he has taken this entire drive himself so far, Brock. Some assists, of course, from the guys up in front of him.
He'd be the first to give him credit, but he also knows when you get this going on the ground, it just sets the table for everything else.
We've set it downs from 37. Here's Watson. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Watson escapes the pocket. And they take him down right along the 30.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Watson looking to throw. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Cleveland! Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. They jump ahead by 4. Here is Schmidt to send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. That is enough time to put something together. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Now Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And now they face second down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. To the middle. Loveland hauls it in. And they're going to get to him. Bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that's going to give the Bears the first down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Rolling left, buying some time.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
42-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw, Williams. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. They get a lot out of this play. 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that's going to be good for Bears first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Williams. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on that play.
I got a hunch, as busy as this tight end has been here in the first half, this defense, they're going to make some adjustments, and I think it started right there. A whole lot tighter coverage that time.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Working from the 32, Williams. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Santos' kick is good. And our first half ends with 3 points. So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Swift. He's brought down, play goes for it looks like about 11 yards. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
They've got first down here from the 36. Staying grounded with Swift. So this one on the defense. They bring him down, but we all saw how that one looked, right? There was a face mask involved, and the flag is out. It took hauling him down by the face mask to bring an end to that play, and that adds a cool 15 yards onto the end of the run.
First down.
Personal foul gave him a chunk of yards, and they will take it. 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Actually wound up losing a yard on that completion, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
46-yard line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Throwing now out of the shotgun. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. This is going to go for a gain of about 9. Not bad in most spots, but here, it is short of what they needed. It's 4th down.
sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball and put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A second down throw here from Watson. He gets it away, but almost no power behind it. Incomplete, and now it's third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Watson now. Big strike downfield to Judy. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and it gets him the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. On the pistol, here's Junkins. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 25-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They'll pitch it out to Junkins. Gets to space right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just what happens when a pitch is called and perfectly counters what the defense is doing. Able to seal that edge, get outside to the right flank, and the running back knew what to do.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Slot man's in motion right. Judkins can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to done there.
Zone read. This is Judkins. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker, that is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Trying it with Junkins. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative, is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
They are on the counter with Swift. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
So we're through 3 here. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. RPO, quick throw grabbed by Loveland. They get to him, he's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that's going to give the Bears the 1st down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a 1st down.
Running behind center with Swift. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. Play action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they haul him down, but we all saw it. It's pretty awkward, partner. This flag should be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Things look good on the play until we saw the pull of the face mask, and that spoils the defensive effort.
Automatic 1st down.
So the big penalty brings up this fresh set of downs. Running it after the penalty. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And he's got him the 1st down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They're going to run here. Kyle Monunga. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be good for Bears' 1st down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. Caleb Williams capping a 7-play scoring drive. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Santos' extra point is good. Lead now up to a field goal.
The score, Bears 13, Browns 10. Cairo
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Watson. They find Judy on the out. Jukes away from one. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A clutch moment for a massive play. 35 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45 to boot. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. It's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Watson to the air. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Browns down by only 3. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Watson to throw it. That one's caught. Judy has it. Get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. A give left side. Judkins. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Target is there, but it is incomplete. Defender saying, not on my watch. Making a hit to force that to the ground. It's 3rd down. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game, and he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You've got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get in the ball.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. And off from the shotgun, it's Sampson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
A little of a screen pass for Judkins. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good. So they take the lead, and that extra point buys them a little bit of breathing room here, partner. The field goal doesn't tie it now. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
And this will be stopped just before the play reaches that 30-yard mark. Still a great game, Brock, in a new set of downs. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 36-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here he is to throw. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
34-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He'll look to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. All right, so trailing right now, looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
7 seconds left. This might be our final play here. To throw. This is for the ball game. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. We've got a fourth down decision to make.
Pretty obvious. These are the final chances of this game, Cade, and they need one of these suckers to connect. 4 quarters of pressure is really coming to a head on this next snap.
Final snap. Desperation time here. This is for the ball game. And a man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory.